Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and if you're returning, welcome back. I also have channel memberships open, so if you're interested in that, there will be a link down below. But today's video is going to be a little look back at previous pages, and I thought, why not see which ones I'm most proud of? So I've picked out around 20 pages to show you, and you let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with my choices, or if there's pages you know about that you prefer over these ones. But I think they've all got a different place in my heart, these pictures, for one reason or another, or maybe I just really like the page for no apparent reason. But these are the pages I've picked. So to kick it off, we're going to start with Anastasia Ellie and Marantine, and the page that I picked in this book was this one. So at the time that I coloured this, I was watching the Witcher series, and I really wanted to base this lady off the witch Yennefer. So she has a purple cloak, obviously black hair, and she had this mole which was here and a little one here. And then I just love the eagle on this page. I really enjoyed colouring it. I really enjoyed the textured look to it as well. I really do like it. I really do. If you're familiar with The Witcher, then you'll know about this lady here, Yennefer. Absolutely gorgeous, and her eyes are that colour as well, like purpley grey. So yeah, that's the first page from Anastasia Ellie and Marantine. I'm going to pop it down there. Next up is this one. So this was a page I actually scanned in from my Ocean Dreams book, because I have the physical copy. I scanned it in and printed it out onto this tone tan paper, and I actually used the Tombow Erogeton pencils on this one. Bit of a watercolour background, lots of white gel pen outlining on several areas, but I just really love the way that I did a skin like a fish. I really like this one, and I think the colour of the hair, that pop of purple, really stands out against it as well. I just love it. I love this page. I think it will always be a favourite of mine. There's little bits of confetti as well that are stuck on here, little Nouveau confettis all around here as well. You can see the sparkling. But yeah, I think it will remain one of my favourites. I think if I do any more of these videos picking out some favourite pages, it might make a recurring appearance. I think it will. So yeah, let's pop that one down there as well. Next up is this one. So this is a quite recent one actually. This is Deria Draws, aka Colouring Cheeks, and this was available on her Etsy store. I downloaded it as a PDF, and I forgot what she's called. Was she called Viking Girl? I think she might have been called Viking Girl. It will still be on her Etsy store if you're interested in purchasing this. The background was a watercolour background, but I dabbed all the paint on, so it had this sort of effect going on. That's how we've got that nice effect, is just by literally dabbing the paint on. And I think that's what I really like about this page, and her armour. I really like the armour. So I did try and pick out colours that I saw on Deria Draws' own colouring. You know how they advertise the colouring pages on Etsy, and they always have just the line art, and then they have a coloured version at the side. Well, her version was this sort of colours in the armour, so I sort of picked out similar shades, and I really like it. I think it's got like a it's got almost like a leathery kind of texture to it down here. I think I don't know, I just really like it. That and the background I love on this one. Love it. Possibly a hair as well. It's a contender for how much shine we've got on the top there, because I do struggle to achieve a very good shine on her at times. But yeah, that's that one. Deria Draws, Colouring Cheeks. Let's pop that one down there as well. Next up is this one. Now this one is Lena Green. Yep, Lena Green. I printed this one on tone tan paper as well. Oh, I've actually written down the colours on the back of this one. So what colours did I use? I think it was the Derwent Colour Softs. They look like the Colour Softs combo. For the hair, it was Ochre Ginger and Dark Terracotta. Dress and bows, if anyone's interested. Flowers. But yeah, this one was so much fun. I think with this one, it is the hair that I'm drawn to. and the way that I coloured the fabric. So the way that I coloured the fabric on this one was by doing, you know how you do the hair, you can see the similarity here. How you do your hair and you do sort of hair strokes. I continued that on the fabric as well. I thought, why not? Because normally I wouldn't colour fabric like that, but I thought I wanted to have this kind of silky appearance, and I found by doing that, that's how I achieved that. And I just love it. I love a little bunch, what do you call these little bunches? I don't know, I just love it. I love everything about this one. Her eyes and lips are super sparkly as well. I loved how the white pencil really showed up on the flowers against this toned tan paper. And then not too much of a background, just a little bit of the Renaissance Chrome watercolour, I think, there. But I just love the textures in this, of the fabric and the bows and the hair, and I just love it. I love it. So that's that one, Lena Green. You can get this one off her Etsy store as well if you're planning on printing that one out. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous illustration. The next one I've picked out is this one. So this is a page by Mariella Boudek, and I've picked this one because of the textures in it. It's very, 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 very rare that I colour a colouring page and don't burnish it. And this I didn't really burnish, and you can see all the textured effect. So the skin, how I would normally burnish skin, I didn't. I left it. I don't know if it's the pastel pencils that I used on this one. That might be what's got the texture in there as well. I think it might have been pastel pencils that I used, you know. Again, the same on the roses and the leaves. I know the background was definitely a pastel pencil. You know, the which ones was it? I think it was the Faber-Castell Pitt pastel pencils, I think it was. And then the background was this cute little fun washi tape that I found in my stash, and I thought the garden theme would go nice with this page. Honestly, I love it. I love the delicate colours of it as well. I think it looks very, very delicate and pretty, and just the texture of it. I think this will remain a favourite as well. I think it will. Very rarely, I might get the Pitt pastel pencils out again and colour a page with them. I think I will, you know. It gives it a texture. You're not going to colour a page and think, oh, I'm going to get this super smooth when you're colouring with the Pitt pastel pencils. But it does add a different way of colouring to your page, I think. So that's Mariella Boudek. Next up is a Curran page. So this one is one I got off her Etsy store again. Printed it out on toned tan paper, and I love this one. Absolutely love it. I forgot what pencils I used on this one. I have absolutely no idea. And I remember afterwards thinking, I kept looking at this page and I thought I loved the hair colour, and I didn't log it. So I've not a clue what pencils that I used, what colours I used on this hair, but I absolutely love it. If anybody's done a similar hair colour to this and has logged the colours, would you mind commenting down below the combo? Pretty please. Honestly, I've never done a hair colour like this before, and I love it, and I'm just like shooting myself that I didn't write it down. It's like a lovely what colour would you call that? Would you call it like a caramel colour, or am I off the mark on that one? I don't know. I just really like it. And then the crystals, I decided to do colourful crystals, just outlining them with a white gel pen. This bit here, this tree that's sparkling, was a gel pen, I think. I think it was one of the Pentel Hybrid dual metallic gel pens. Again, I've done some outlining on her clothing. But I love that one. It's close up. Close up. Love it. Another favourite, Curran. So next up is a page in Galaxy Girls and Zodiac Signs by Mystic Art Mirrors. Another Mystic Art Mirrors page. And it is this one. Now the reason I've picked this one is for two reasons. One, I really love the shine that I managed to get on the hair. I absolutely love it, and the hair colour. And again, I don't think I wrote it down, but I think I might have done a video of it on the channel, and if I did, I can go back and rewatch my video and get the colours. I think that's what I'll have to do, but I love the shine and the depth of this one in the hair. Really love it. And the next thing I love about the background on this one was how experimental I was with the background. I put washi tape in these sort of crisscross patterns all over the background, and then put watercolour on, and then removed the tape so that it was left with all these white sort of lines, and then with a black micron pen I drew in these bats myself, and then with a bit of, I think it might have been watercolour again, with a bit of black watercolour I've splattered all it on the background. So yeah, I love this. Oh, I drew a little pumpkin as well, but I wasn't keen on that. I wished I'd have just kept it to the bats. But yeah, other than that, cover that bit up. The hair and the background on that one, it's one of my favourites. One of my favourites for that reason. I'll have to go back and get this hair colour from my video. I'm pretty sure I filmed it. Pretty sure I did. We shall see. But there we go, that's Mystic Art Mirrors, Galaxy Girls and Zodiac Signs. Next up is a page from Tim Jeffs. So I love this book, it's my favourite one, and a page that I always I've just lost it. I've pulled the tag out and lost the page, but the page that I always come to and think, oh, I still love that page, is my sloth. Where is he? There he is, Sid the Sloth. I love this one. Again, I think I filmed this one. I think I wrote down all the colours in my filming of this one, and was it the Black Widow pencils I used for this one? There's an emergency vehicle going past. Take your headphones out, guys. Check your headphones out. No, it's gone. It's gone. But yeah, I've got it in my head that I used the Black Widow pencils, but I'm not 100%. It could have been the Tombow Rogertons. But yeah, there's a video on this one if you're interested in following along with it. But I love it. I love it. I just love him. I have no reason. I can't pinpoint one thing. I just love it. I think it's all the colour of his fur, and I just love sloths. I think they're super cute. So that had to be a favourite. I almost picked Trevor. That's Trevor. But Sid the Sloth just won it over for me. Sid the Sloth got it. There we go. So that's Tim Jeffs. Next up is a book I have not pulled off my shelf in forever, and I don't think I've coloured a page in it since the page I'm about to show you, or it feels like that anyway. So the page that I'm most proud of in this book is this one. I still love it. I absolutely love it. And do you know what? It's such an early page that I did as well. It was such a long time ago that I did this one. Emily Lydell Oberg. I don't know if I mentioned the artist. I don't know if it's this book or her first one that's out of print, or it might be both books that are out of print now. I'm not quite sure. But she only has the 2 colouring books, and it's that early, this page. I'm pretty sure I did it with the Castle Art pencils. No, I don't have them anymore. I give them to the kids. But I'm pretty sure I did it with Castle Art pencils. And I didn't know anything about burnishing or anything when I coloured this. So you can see all the textures are still in. I didn't burnish any of it. But the thing I'm most proud of on this page is that squirrel. And you know what? I've tried to achieve a fur like this since doing this page, and I've not been able to pull it off like this. You know, sort of he almost looks like, it looks soft but a bit prickly fur at the same time. I don't know, I feel like I really pulled it off with this page. And I still really love it, even though it's a really early page. I love it. I think I even put glossy accents over these cherries, or whatever berries they are. You can see it shining there. The traffic is very noisy today. I do apologise. It's tea time rush. Everyone's trying to get home now, even though it's Sunday. But yeah, proud of that one. Love the fur and that little squirrel. So that's Fairy Tales by Emily Lydell Oberg. Next up is a page in Colouring Heaven's Bad Girls Halloween Special. You might know, if you can see the front page and the artists on here, you might know which one I'm about to pick. And it is, I've got tagging. She has got a tag in, it's not working. It's this one. I still love this one. I'm so proud of this one. In fact, if I had to pick a page I was most proud of all the ones I'm showing you in this video, it would be this one. It would have to be this one. It's the page I've spent the longest on, the longest amount of time on, because let me tell you, all this headdress, the amount of detail that went into each individual dreadlock, honestly, I've never spent so long on any other colouring page, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I forgot what, I think it was the Polychromos pencils I used, pretty sure. And then the background was Pan Pastel with a little bit of metallic watercolour specks on. I tried to go for the same colours as Christopher Lovell has on his painting. If you've seen his 9 Lives painting, he's absolutely beautiful. So I went for the same colours, and honestly, I love it. I keep saying I'm going to cut this out carefully and frame it. Get an A, because it's A4 this, isn't it? Colouring Heaven magazine's A4. Get an A4 frame and stick it somewhere, because I love it that much. I love it that much. But you can see all the detail in there. And the little kitty cat, I love that cat as well. But yeah, love that one. Colouring Heaven Bad Girls Halloween Special. Next up is an early one again, but still, sometimes your earlier works you can be really proud of, and you know, I'm proud of one in here. This is Dreameries by Maria Trolle, and the page I picked is this one. Again, this did actually take me quite a while to colour, and because it was another early one, I think this was done with the Arteza Expert pencils. I think it was. Again, that's a pencil brand that I've given to my children. I have 5 kids, so you know I can pass on all the coloured pencils and they get well used. Sets that I don't use anymore. But this was the Arteza Expert, I remember, because I think it was relatively new to me at the time, those pencils. And I do still really love this page. I don't know if it's all the different colours in it, the texture down here that I left in. I don't know, it's just very vibrant and I just love it. I love the little roofs on the houses as well, the shading in that and the wood. I love it, I just still love it. But surprisingly, I've sort of gone off this artist, and since I coloured this page, I don't think I've really coloured anything else in her books, and they are beautiful, but they're very, you know, I think they have to be your cup of tea sort of thing. I mean, there's some very basic ones and then some that are a bit more detailed and just not, you know, when you grow and you find different things that you prefer to colour. Well, that was a bad page. That was a bad page. That was ages ago. That was bad. That was done with brush tip markers. Yeah, brush tip markers. I hate that page. But yeah, I think, you know, as you grow with your colouring, I think you change your mind on the sort of things you like to colour. And this, I just cannot see myself colouring one of these pages now. But yeah, that will always remain a favourite. So that's Dreameries. Next up is Circle of Life. Now I might have to bring my camera up for this one. I know it's a double page spread. I've got all muck on my desk. I know it's a double page spread coming. So let's get ready with the camera angle. And the page I'm most proud of is this one. Let me try and get it in. There we go. I think we've got it on. We got it on. Now, I don't know if I did a colour along on this page. I think I might have done a colour along, you know. So if you're interested in this one, I would look back on the channel under playlists. I'm pretty sure I did a colour along of it or some sort of colouring chat with it. But the background was all Distress ink. Quite a lot of it I made sure that I went in heavy on the pigment with the Distress ink. Then I splashed water on and lifted it off with a cloth to create these little specks that lifted the colour up. and then I put, that was Winsor & Newton gold ink. All them splats of gold was the Winsor & Newton gold ink. I think it was the Derwent Coloursoft pencils I used on this, I'm pretty sure, because at the time I was looking for some really earthy colours, and you can really get them from the Derwent Coloursoft set. I recognise the colours basically. Lots of white gel pen detailing on these bodies of these butterflies, but this will remain a favourite. Again, I absolutely love it. There we go, look at the shine. I need to get myself some more ink actually. Winsor & Newton gold ink. But the Renaissance watercolours, the metallic ones, are very similar to this Winsor & Newton gold ink as well. Very similar. But yeah, look at that. I just love it. I love it. That took me so long as well, that page. That took me so long to do. But yeah, I've rarely used my distress inks now. I don't know why, but I've not had them out in ages. I had a couple of bad, well, I do know why. I had a couple of bad batches where I got them and they was really, really dry. I don't think I've had a distress ink this juicy that I've purchased recently. I don't know what's going on, but they never seem to be as juicy as what they were when I used them on this page. Even new ones that I've purchased don't seem to be as, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's Circle of Life. Next up is One in Lady Spring. So this book was a collaboration of, how many artists was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was a collaboration of 6 ladies. You might have heard of some of them. Grazia Salvo, Carolina Kubikowska, Isabella is aka Rosris Wanamama. So yeah, there's quite a lot of nice artists in this book, and the page I picked was a Grazia Salvo page that I did. So this one, the background was actually all coloured pencil. I went in with a hard pressure and just block coloured the background. I think it was, yeah, Polychromos and Coloursoft. I think it was the Coloursoft, the background. Pretty sure it was. But I just love how soft I got the skin. I love the softness of the skin, the delicateness. I love this little bunny. Honest. He's cute. Look at him. Or her. So yeah, I can't really finger point anything else as to why I love this so much, but I just do. Maybe it's the colours, maybe there is a real softness to her face though, which I love. So that's that one, Lady Spring. Next up is all the pages I've coloured in this book. This is Draw I Love You, Lovely You Korean colouring book. Now you can get this on Etsy. I got mine from an Etsy seller that doesn't sell anymore on Etsy, unfortunately. So if you was going to purchase this and you were in the UK like me, unfortunately you would be paying that high shipping and tax cost to get this. I think the Book Depository used to have it, maybe. But obviously they've shut down now. I don't know who else will sell this book. But yeah, all my pages in here I love. So you can see the reference it gives you, and then the ones that I've done on this side. And I really learn from these. I really learn, because normally I'm rubbish at light sources, but I thought, I'm copying this one, I'm going to have a go, and I really love how it turned out. So yeah, I love it. I love these little dandelions as well down here. So that was the first one. The next one was this one, Charlotte's Web. This is a gorgeous one, this one, isn't it? Gorgeous. I love this one. I mean, if I went back in to do it again, I'd obviously deepen up around the cheek area. I think mine's a bit pale. She's a bit anemic compared to this one. But yeah, still a lovely colouring, I think. I enjoyed doing the background on this one. It was a really subtle, like some darker yellows, but really subtle in the middle with the yellows. And then putting all that white gel pen detailing around the spider was fun. Those little dots around the spider. But the Polychromos pencils, the Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, work like a dream in this book. An absolute dream. I've never met such a good match between paper and pencil before. But honestly, amazing. And this one, again, I love this one. I love her little tears. So on this page, actually on this side, I think it was the florals that weren't actually drawn in. There was some of the details you'll find from the reference aren't on the actual line art, so I had to draw those florals in myself, which I actually really enjoyed doing. The hair, I love the hair colour, because if I was to colour a page myself and try and think of colour palettes, this wouldn't be a hair colour I'd go for, and I really like it. It's that sort of really ashy blonde kind of colour. And again, the texture in these leaves up here I really love, and I've only achieved that by copying from this side, because I think if I was left to my own devices, again, I don't think I would have put that texture in. So I do enjoy a reference. I really do enjoy a reference. I need to get back to this book, because I've done those 3 pages and then I've not really come back to this book. I did have one tagged somewhere. I think I had one tagged to do in here. Yeah, this one. I popped some papers here because I normally write down the colours I've used, but I tagged that one. Now that one I think wouldn't take quite as long because it's quite large. So you've sort of got massive area on the face and a floral, and then there's nothing detailed in the background, so that I think that would be quite quick. But look at her eyes, they're gorgeous. Yeah, I love these books. I love this book, but I love it. Draw a Lovely You. Next up is Fragile World. Now I had to pick a page out of this one, didn't I? But which page has she picked? Which page? Comment down below, quick, have a guess. Have a guess, which page is it? And the page I have picked is, if she can find it, it is the orangutan. It's not the koala. I had it tagged there, but it's not the koala. It's the orangutan. So this one I based in pan pastel, and then I went over him with pencils. All the face was so detailed. I put all the little details in there that you can see, and I love his eyes. His little eyes look sad. So I have set myself a challenge as well with the Pantone postcards. If you don't know about them, I've been painting on some little postcards. And because my hashtag for this month, for my birthday, is hashtag Kirsty's Birthday Animals 2023, as well as colouring animals, I have been painting. Well, I painted an ostrich so far, but I really want to do another painting. And I've pulled off some reference pictures of orangutan, and I think it might have been a different monkey as well. I'm not quite sure what species. But I keep looking at it and pondering and thinking, have I picked something too hard for myself here? Because I don't know, I just keep thinking that, will I be able to pull that off? Will I be able to pull it off? But I love him. I love him. I think the background was pan pastel on this one as well, and the leaves. And then a bit of acrylic paint on top of these. There was supposed to be them lychee things. Is that what they're called? Lichen? Oh, I don't know. Those sorts of fruit things or whatever they are. There was supposed to be those, but yeah, I love him. Definitely one of my proudest. That one. That's in Fragile World, Kirby Roseanne. Next up, we've got one in Ken Matsuda's book. Now, I'm currently working in this one. I'm currently doing a page in this one at the minute, but that's not my one I'm most proud of because it's not finished yet. So the one I've picked is this rabbit. So this one, again, I used Ken Matsuda's painting as a reference, so I picked out all the same colours, and I just think it's beautiful. If I was left to my own devices, like I've said before, I would never pick this colour palette, and I just love it. I love the colour of this butterfly. It's gorgeous. Absolutely love it. I do. So this is the one I've started, but I've not finished yet. You might all be waiting for me to finish, but it's taken a small lifetime, like most things lately, but this is what I've started. I think I did the fish and the turtle on the channel, and then I've sort of done a bit of the reef or coral and 2 of the fish myself, but I need to finish the rest. I need to get a move on, but I'm rather slow with my colouring at the moment. And last but not least is a recent page, and it is from Wildflower Folk by Curran. And you're gonna know which page this is because it's the only page I've finished in this book, so we're gonna know which it is, and it's this one. So this was only recently shown in my May's finished pages video, but yeah, like I said in that video, I absolutely love it. I love it. I used Curran's page as a reference, so basically everything is the same colour as hers apart from this at the bottom. Is it a lily pad, that? I'm unsure what it is, but Curran had more purples in hers and things. But everything else I went off the same colour scheme, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Again, that was Polychromos pencils. I love her rainbow hair. I love all the different colours of the flowers. I love her furry skin. I love the glow I got down here. I just love it. I love it. And again, I have started another page in here, which again I need to get a riddle on and finish. I'm probably going to sit down and do it tonight actually, but this is the page I started. So this one I actually did a skin tutorial on the channel. So there is all the pencils for the skin wrote down in a recent video if you want to go and find that. The hair I didn't write down the combo or film that one unfortunately, but I have popped the colours down in a comment somewhere. Someone was asking what colours I'd used, and I did pop it in a comment under one of my videos, so you might want to go and find that if you're interested. Yeah, so I should have this page done tonight actually, because all I've got to do is that floral on her head. But yeah, we'll see. It's quite hot here today. It's been 30 degrees yesterday and it's 28, 29 today. It's really hot and muggy. But yeah, they're my favourite pages. My most proud pages. And I thought that would be a nice fun video just for me to pick those out and take a look back without looking at my absolute whole collection of colouring pages, because that would have took forever and a day. So if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.